Joining me now to discuss new Voice CEO Herman Cain. Herman, you are so uniquely positioned to discuss this. Small business owner success. You worked at the Federal Reserve. You should be on the Federal Reserve right now, in my opinion, and you understand economics better than anyone. I think both sides are in an incredibly awkward position right now. They've printed up a lot of money, trillions of dollars. We've sent out a lot of checks. And still, we just learned moments ago from Oxford Economics that just in the last 3 months, the average American worker's lost $9,000. We're talking about almost 30 grand a year. What's the right solution at this point?
The right solution at this point is exactly what Secretary Mnuchin, as well as Fed Chairman Powell, alluded to. We must open up this economy. Allowing this economy to totally collapse is not a starter. It is not negotiable. It is not on the table. People want to go back to work. What Federal Reserve Chairman Powell was saying is that they are in the lending business. They are doing all that they can do in order to make the lending available through the banks, and that is a good thing. There's not a lot more that they can do. They are not in the spending business. And all Secretary Mnuchin was saying is, they have put together programs to allow people to go back to work. And for those businesses that are not operating on the brink, they will be able to open back up their businesses. They want to go back to work. Just like Senator Blackburn said earlier, people want to go back to work, and people want to open up their businesses. So I think that the balance between safety and economics, we can do both. We can do both. Now, one other thing very quickly, Charles. There is a political element in here, and all of the Democrats don't want us to open up, and they keep claiming we might be opening up too soon. Look at the data. We're not opening up too soon. They would love to be able to campaign on a totally collapsed economy and blame President Trump and his administration. I think that we are basically reaching that proper balance with those governors who've had the courage to do both.
And to your point, we're seeing a lot of pressure on those governors who may be playing games here or who just may be cautious to a fault. We had a judge in Oregon yesterday echoing what you said, what Senator Blackburn said, that it was overreach to keep their economy closed. And even late yesterday, Governor Newsom, of all people, he blinked. He said, okay, barbershops can open, car washes can open, but that's not opening the economy. And on the flip side of that, though, you do have fiscal conservatives who are saying no more money. No more money from the Federal Reserve, no more checks from the federal government. And there are going to be people here who have lingering economic consequences that probably couldn't go back to work even if the economy was open.
I would agree with you 100%. And when we talk about opening the economy, we're not talking about flipping a switch. What I have seen and what others have seen is a gradual reopening. I've been to 2 different restaurants in the last 2 days. Every available seat, because they are practicing those guidelines of social distancing. The people working in the restaurants, they are wearing masks. So it's going to be a slow opening. The other thing that I have observed personally is that all of the available seats during lunch are filled. People want to get out. People want to go back to work. And so you're absolutely right. It's going to be a gradual reopening. Now, we are only about a week and a half into some of this measured type of reopening that states like Florida and Georgia and Texas are doing. And so far, according to Secretary Alex, they are doing okay, and it has not spiked in terms of hospitalizations. That is a good sign. It's still early, and we're still not out of the woods, but that is a good sign. So I think that we can walk and chew gum at the same time.
Herman Cain, thank you so much. Always appreciate it.